Now, before we get started, I would really love if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get the latest content from the YouTube channel, The Last Rewind. And don't be shy about leaving your comments at the bottom of the page because you are the sole reason why this channel will be successful. Thank you.
This video it has to do with the newly released movie on Prime, entitled "Divorce in the Black," written and directed by one Tyler Perry. Something has to be done. Let me start this off by saying I am a fan of Tyler Perry's work ethic and his ability to turn his life from nothing to something. He's a truly remarkable guy for that. But you can like a person and not like their work, or vice versa. You can like their work and not like the person, i.e., your Diddy's, your Puff Daddies, your R. Kelly's, your Bill Cosby's, and as quiet as it's kept, that a lot of us don't want to talk about that. Your Michael Jackson's. He's amongst that group too, where you can like the body of work, but they done some shady stuff as an individual. Back to the movie though. This movie, I'm not going to give the movie away because if you want to watch it, by all means, that's your journey and that's your hour and a half to 2 hours that you want to give. So I'm not going to give it away, but I got some choice words, man. So let's start with the cast. The cast consists of, we got Megan Good, we got Corey Hardwick. Those of you who don't know who he is the divorced Tia Mowry. They were married. He's been in a couple movies. We got Richard Lawson. Those who don't know who he is, I believe he was Beyonce's stepdaddy. We got Joseph Lee Anderson. A lot of you are not going to know who he is. I know this cat because of the show that I watched with my son. It's called Young Rock. He plays the father on Young Rock. This is it. And we got the legendary Debbie Morgan in this movie as well. These are good actors and actresses that I just named. All of them can act in their own right. The cast was not terrible at all amongst the people that I just named. But the movie itself made them look not as good as they are. Let's go to the very first scene of this movie. If you get through the very first 7 to 10 minutes of this movie without laughing and without saying some kind of comment like, this is stupid, I don't know how you did it, but wow, kudos to you. I'm not going to give it away. But imagine the unthinkable done at a funeral. And it happened in that scene. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say about that particular scene. It was over the top too much. The entire movie was over the top too much. There was overacting. Megan Good, again, who is a great actress in her own right. It was points in the movie where she was overacting. There was points where Corey Hardwick was overacting. It's like they weren't meshing well. Corey Hardwick was severely overacting. It was just, the movie was all over the place. You know, I think the plot was decent enough. It just didn't mesh well. I don't know what it is about Tyler Perry and his movies when he put them on screen. You know, they probably sound good in his head and when he's writing them out, but when he put them on screen, it just doesn't. I don't believe it hits home the way he wants it to hit home. But us as consumers and us as fans, we're gonna watch it. I'll tell you the only reason I watched it is because I have a wife. My wife, and you know what? I knew this movie was on Prime, and you know how when you go on Prime and you try to go past a movie that you don't want to see, but the trailer starts partially playing. So that's what happened to me. My wife was like, "Oh, we need to check that out," and I tried to go past it because I knew it was on there, and I knew she would want to see it, and I didn't want to see it. But happy wife, happy life. I clicked on it, we watched it, and it was, in my opinion, a horrendous cinematic piece of work. I did not like it. I did not like it. Um, we keep giving Tyler Perry this pass with his movies, and I think again we give him this pass because he's such a seemingly a great guy, and he's made something out of nothing. I will say, I saw a recent interview with Corey Hardwick, and he did say that Tyler Perry paid him the most, and he's a great guy for doing that. Tyler Perry, he will pay you what you're worth. He's getting names out there, young black entertainers, young black actors and actresses. He's getting the names out there. It's just unfortunately their names are in piss poor pieces of work. When it comes to Tyler Perry, the extent of what I like the most is probably The Family That Prays, and that was starring Kathy Bates, Sanaa Lathan, Tyler Perry himself, Taraji Henson. That was a very good one. That was probably my favorite drama when it comes to Tyler Perry. And I can't stand the Medea character. Never have liked that character. I still don't. I don't like that character at all. The joke is run down. The joke is played. The whole getting in a dress, church verses, and carrying the pistol and the hallelujah, all that. The joke is worn down and played at this point. Tyler Perry. You know. Again, this movie, Divorce in the Black, was I believe it had potential. In all honesty, it had potential. But that first scene, if you watch that movie, that first scene is gonna lose a lot of people. That first scene was so goddamn bad. And then the unthinkable thing that happened, and I'm not going to mention in the video, but it happened. It was so bad. The overacting, the talking over people, the energy within the scene, the vibe within the scene. It was just horrendous, At points there was underacting in the movie too. You can tell when they were just trying to not go over the top with it. It was just overall bad movie. Overall bad movie. And if you like it, you like it. It wasn't for me, Again, I'm a fan of Tyler Perry's hustle. He's done tremendous things to get himself where he is. And I'm not gonna hate on the man, but again, something got to be done, you guys. We keep giving Tyler Perry this pass. He'll make another movie, and all his movies are all his movies about relationships are the same. And this one was no different. You got the angry black man or the angry black woman. Someone cheated. One of them is a piece of shit, and there's a divorce or separation happening. One of them is crazy. Typically, the man, he's crazy. He can't let the woman go. The woman goes on. She meets a new guy. She's banging a new guy. Same goddamn plot. Same movie. I will say this about the movie. I feel as if Corey Hardwick's part could have slightly been better if played by one Michael Ealy. Why? Because Michael Ealy has played that part before, and he makes a really good psycho, if you will. But overall, man, the movie was bad. Was absolutely bad. I mean, I'm really trying not to give this movie away because I think people want to go watch it and see how bad it is for themselves. But fair warning. You're gonna waste your time, and within that first scene, you're gonna say to yourself, "What in the bloody hell am I watching?" Tyler Perry, what the bloody hell did you write and direct? We gotta start giving Tyler Perry this pass, man. There are other great African American movie makers out there. There are, and I just don't think Tyler Perry. I think his intent is good with his bodies of work. It's just something goes wrong every time, and I can't even say the cast this time because this is a good cast. This is a. I mean, you got Megan Good, who's a great actress. You got the legendary Debbie Morgan, who is very good. Richard Lawson. These are great actors and actresses who have done great things in cinema, and their bodies of work speak for themselves. It's just that I don't know when it comes when they line up with Tyler Perry, it goes to hell in the handbasket. You know, I remember back in the day, my wife was. This is when this is when I knew Tyler Perry was reaching. My wife used to watch this show called The Have and Have Nots, and occasionally, I'll catch an episode and I'll tune in with her, and every episode was the same. Not the same plot, not the same storyline. Well, kind of the same storyline, but every episode was the same when it came to the overacting, the transitions. Oh, that was another one. The transitions in this movie was just horrid. The transitions, the overacting, the ability to grasp the audience just wasn't there. I'm talking in the Have and Have Nots and this most recent movie. And I remember my wife started watching the show maybe about 4, 6 years ago. I know we were living in Kansas City at the time, and I said to her then, I can't do Tyler. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know the crazy part is, he is not a bad actor, Tyler Perry. When he acts in his movies, he's not a bad actor. He's actually done movies when it's not a Tyler Perry production. I believe one was called Alex something. He was a detective to some degree. That movie sucked, but his acting was okay. We just got to stop giving Tyler Perry the pass, man. Because what's going to happen? He's going to make another movie. It's going to be the same plot. It's going to be damn near the same people in the movie, probably. He'll probably throw Michael Ealy in there, like I said earlier. Dosanna Lathan, Omar Epps, Regina Hall. They use the same people. Morris Chestnut. He's going to use the same people to make the same movie. Tyler Perry has been making the same movie for years, and what we do, we get excited. We log on to Netflix. We log on to Prime, myself included, and we give him a shot. But he has never disappointed me as much as he did within this last movie on the very first scene. This movie was so bad. It is not a comedy by far. It's not a comedy. But God damn it if it ain't funny. The movie is not a comedy. But I laughed my head off on that very first scene. Because I said, no way this is happening in this movie, in this very first scene. And it did. I literally looked over to my wife. I said, are we going to sit through another hour and a half of this? And we did. And it's something about the can he pull it off at some point in the movie? Is he gonna pull it together? And is it gonna be a decent flick? I guess that's what you ask yourself. And it for this movie, it never happened. It never happened. And predictable is an understatement. I knew what was going to happen in this movie probably within 30 minutes of the movie. I knew how it was going to end. I knew the outcome of it. I just pieced it all together. I did. Tyler Perry's movie and the dramas he make are very predictable as well, and I pieced that all together. I'm like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen to him. My wife hates it when I do it because I give the movie away. Excuse me. My wife hates it when I do it because I give the movie away, and it the allure and the magic of the movie is gone because I've figured it out. But Tyler Perry movies are that predictable and easy to just figure out. They are. Again, maybe Tyler Perry needs. I think he needs to go the comedy route, but without Medea, because every comedy he makes, it's Medea goes here, Medea goes to prison, Medea goes to the homecoming, Medea goes to jail, Medea goes to hell. He makes all these Medeas going somewhere movies, so therefore he got to put on that goddamn gown. He gotta drive around that old ass Eldorado looking Cadillac car that she has. He gotta wave the pistol, and he gotta recite some old ass Bible verse and with a southern accent to make it funny, which it's not. And that's the extent of his comedy. I really do think he needs a rebranding. In all honesty, I mean, I know he has his production studio, his lot. I believe it's in Atlanta. And he's again done tremendous things with that, and he has all these resources. He has all this ability to make a really good movie. So why, oh why, Tyler Perry, do you keep giving us shit? I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also speaking for a few people that have told me the same thing. And I know you're better than this, Tyler. Come on, man. You need to go back to the Chitlin circuit when you were making plays and shit for $75 a ticket. People coming in and going back to the Chitlin circuit. Is that what you need to do? You need to go back to your roots. You know, is that what you need to do, Tyler Perry? You done made too much damn money. You're like, nah, fuck it. I don't care what I put out these days. They gonna watch this shit anyway. And you're right, because we are. But it doesn't mean we ain't gonna critique this shit. I'm critiquing it. Divorce in the Black is a horrid movie with a good cast, but a horrible movie. Again, going back to in the beginning of the video, I am a fan of his hustle. I am a fan that he gives people a shot. And he pays them what they're worth. I'm a fan of that. But just because I'm a fan of that does not mean I gotta like the body of work that he puts out. Most of Tyler Perry's bodies of work are shit, especially dramas, and his comedies are not funny. It has to be said. And I'm saying it right here on the last rewind. I don't care. Come at me all you want. I'm saying it. You can tag whoever you want. You can tag Tyler Perry in this for all I give a goddamn. Tremendous cat. He's even talented. He's talented. I just think it doesn't come out on paper or on screen. He has the ability. We know that he has the ability to do great things because he has. It's just that it's going to hell in a handbasket lately. And this movie, Divorce in the Black, is another example. I mean, it was directed and written by him. Come on, Tyler. You're better than that. I know you are. You know you are. I had to say it, man. Because this is a lot of people have already watched it. It's on Prime. It'll be up there for a while. A lot of people have already watched it. I've seen some videos, and it's just not. It's not a good flick. It's not. it had potential. It did have potential, but it was. And I forgot the. I didn't get the Megan Good's friend in the movie. I don't know her name, but she was overacting too. She was supposed to be like the hood chick. She's going corporate, and then she let a little hood come out of her, and you can tell it was so unauthentic and fake. It was just horrible, you know. Um, we got to do something about Tyler Perry, man. Come on, you got to stop these. You got to stop making these the same movies and stop making them so bad. I guarantee within a couple months he's gonna make the same movie. What was it? Was it Mia Coppola? Was that a Tyler Perry movie with Kelly Rowland? Same goddamn movie. Same movie. Correct me if I'm wrong if it's Tyler Perry. I don't know. That could not have been Tyler Perry, but if it's the same movie. They're black movies in general, but Tyler Perry is the ring general leader and all. It's the same movie. Mia Coppola. I'm pretty sure people have seen that already. Her husband is a piece of shit. She leaves him. She cheats on him. Same movie. What I just said happened. That portion of it happened in that movie. If I gave that away, I'm sorry. But if you watch Mia Coppola, you've watched Divorce in the Black. To tell you the truth, same movie. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, man, gotta be stopped. Gotta be stopped with Tyler Perry. So I'm gonna get out of here. But before I get out, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.